Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Miss Leslie, the Youth Services Librarian here at St. Charles Parish Library, and thank you for joining me for another Simple Science. So today's experiment is going to be all about sound, and you're only going to need two things for this. You're going to need a balloon and a hex nut, and an adult to help you, so maybe three things, because we're going to be doing some things that might be a little bit tricky for little ones. So before we get on with our experiment, let's talk a little bit about sound. So we hear sounds all the time, and some sounds may be like high-pitched, and then some sounds may be low-pitched. Well, what about sound makes things high-pitched or low-pitched? So what actually happens with sound is that it's made up of a wave, and it's actually like pushing molecules and air and things like that in a wave pattern. So if things are high-pitched, they're said to have a high frequency. And if they're low-pitched, then they're said to have a low frequency. So what does frequency actually mean? So I have this little chart here, and so what we have is we have some waves drawn, and we have a high frequency wave, and we have a low frequency wave. And you can see the amount of times that the wave goes up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up again in that same amount of time. So you have a whole bunch of up and downs in that amount of time. But compared to the lower frequency waves, it just goes up and down and up. So there's a lot more up and down motion going on with this wave than there is with this wave. And those different, and it's in the same amount of time. So that's what frequency means, is how frequent or how often a wave is completed in a given amount of time. And so if you have a high frequency wave, then you're going to have a high frequency sound. And if you have a low frequency wave, then you're going to have a low frequency sound. So today we're going to play with making different high frequency and low frequency sounds. So again, using our balloon and our hex nut. Again, you might want to have an adult help you with this just to make sure that you don't accidentally swallow this. I don't recommend it. So you're just going to take the balloon and you're just going to pop the nut inside and then blow the balloon up. You don't want to make it too huge because you don't want the balloon to accidentally pop. And then you get your grown-up to help tie it off. Alright, so now we have our balloon with our nut inside. And so to make high frequency and low frequency sounds, we're just going to spin the balloons. And you can hear it getting, like, as you spin it faster and faster and faster, it's getting higher pitch. And then if I stop, the nut is moving slower, which is creating a lower frequency wave and a lower sound. Let's do that again. That was really fun. All right, so you spin it. All right, so you can have lots of fun just playing with this, as much fun as your parents can stand listening to the sound. And going high frequency, because it's moving faster, there's more times around the balloon in the same amount of time. And then just letting it slow to a low frequency. Right. So that is a totally fun experiment. And you can even take this experiment a little bit further. You can try different shaped balloons, or you can try different colors of balloons to see if like the texture of the balloon makes any kind of difference. And then you can also try putting more than one hex nut in it at a time and see what that sounds like. So this is called the Screaming Balloon Experiment, and thank you so much for joining me today. We hope to see you back next week, and let us know if you tried this experiment at home and share it in the comments. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.